Hey, how's everybody? Well, this is my second installment of Prog Space, so let's get going. What's playing right now is Brian Eno and Harold Budd's Ambient 2, The Plateau of Mirror. Just beautiful space, ambient. Excellent music to relax and for contemplation, and very dreamy. This is from 1980. He had an ambient series, Ambient 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kind of on the same style of music here. This is Treated Trumpet. This is John Hassell. The surgeon of the night sky restores dead things by the power of sound. And this one is from '87. He puts out some fantastic music. Excellent treated trumpet there. You got to hear it to believe it. It's just very spacey and otherworldly sounding. Some of his albums have a very tropical, sound, like you're just going over a jungle. And here is a classic. I got this back in the early '80s from a collector. He recommended this one from what I had told him I was looking for. This is Ariel Kalma and Richard Tinty, Osmos, from '78. It's on the Société Française de Production Phonographique Paris, SFPP Records, 3.5021 and then 5022. This is basically very spacey ambient electronics with sounds of nature and natives added to it, and then the synthesized sounds and the nature sounds are treated and processed for a very atmospheric, spatial journey. Very deep, tropical. He traveled to the jungles of Borneo to record all these sounds and then processed and mixed it with his synthesizer. Really produces some incredible sounds here. This is a very, very recommended album. This was originally aired on the Hearts of Space. I forgot what piece it was, but when I heard it, I just had to go out and look for it. It's a 2-record set, and each disc is about 40-45 minutes per side. so the grooves are very, very fine, and you don't want to cue up lay down the needle while it's playing. You just let it play all the way through. We have Saxo Planetarial, Message, Forest Ballad, Manege, Gongmo, 20 Pluie, 6 and C, 4 and Afternoon, Paji, and Soiree are the tracks on this. And next one I ran across not too long ago. It's David Vorhaus's Concerto for Synthesizer. It's his White Noise 2. Of course, he had White Noise and Electric Storm. See, this is from 1975 on the Virgin Records label. Great label design there. And next, this is a beautiful one. It's like you're just witnessing the birth of everything, you know, the planets, the whole universe. Michael Stern's Planetary Unfolding. This was featured on Music from the Hearts of Space. Just an absolutely beautiful album. Love that artwork. It's on the Continuum Montage label. Yeah, spacey, beautiful electronic prog at its best. And next is Eberhard Schöner's Meditation from '73. This is a very spiritual electronic trance drone, progressive. On the Krautrock label. Yeah, this is really excellent for relaxing, de-stressing. Here's Ramesses Glass Top Coffin from '75 with Ramses and his wife Sel, S-E-L, joined by a whole host of other musicians. This is a hippie, space, folk, spiritual type of vibe going on here. A very light, sort of poppy in some spots. This is on the Vertigo label, the Vertigo Spaceship label. Now right up there, when they had this cover designed, it's a die cut, Ramses and his wife Sel weren't happy with that design. It wasn't what they were originally wanting. So they were a little disappointed, I read. But that inner cover there is really, really beautiful. Even though it's not the swirl design, I really like that label there, the spaceships. They had a few other albums too. Now this one here, I absolutely love this one. This is from '75. Terry Riley, Lifespan, from the soundtrack. I found this years ago at Capers Corner. Got the original sticker on there. This is, I rank this really high with Rainbow and Curved Air. Yeah, this is a great record. It has G-Song, Mice, Slow Melody, and Baravi. Slow Melody and Baravi in the summer. And then on side 2, The Old Timer and Delay. This is a wonderful listening experience. Highly recommend if you can find this one. one of his better earlier works. It's on the Stip label. And for something a little more upbeat and melodic is harpist Andreas Vollenweider. Caverna Magica. Now, this one delves more into that new age sound of the early 80s to late 80s. And next is Steve Tibbetts, Safe Journey. This is a great one too. This is very atmospheric, ethereal. The electronics and the drumming produce a very kind of a hypnotic, hot heat wave summer effect. You just feel like you're out in the heat. It moves from kind of a desert to a jungle type of sound. And here's another good one, Giles Reeves. Wunjo. And from Greece, Dimitri Papadimitrou, Topia, from '82. This is a progressive electronic. It's kind of a twinkly and very beautiful and dreamlike feeling to it that, you know, is similar to what's playing now on the turntable. Very spacey. And here is an excellent compilation of 3 different soundtracks. Mark Isham, film music. This is on the Windham Hill label from 1985, I believe. Yeah, 85. Really beautiful synthesizer works here. We got the music from the film Mrs. Soulful, The Times of Harvey Milk, and then Never Cry Wolf. All 3 are great. The more ominous, brooding, dark, sinister one is from the movie Never Cry Wolf. Man, he creates some emotionally intense sounds from his synthesizer on that one. Here is I guess you'd call this a very minimalist, atmospheric ambient. It's Jeff Greinke, Cities in Fog. Wow, this is really atmospheric. You definitely get a feel of the murky, dark shadows, the sewer systems, the city as it's sleeping at night. Just very eerie and quite a ambient listening experience. Very minimalist. And that one's from '85. It's on the Intrepid label. And this is a beautiful one. Harold Budd, produced by Brian Eno. It's the Pavilion of Dreams. This is just absolutely, it's angelic. Reminds me of the early female vocals of the Star Trek TV series soundtrack, but this is much better. It has moments that remind me of the original Star Trek soundtrack. This is from 1981 on Editions EG, originally released on Obscure in 1978. And this one is a gem. Wow. Very serene, drifting, outer space electronics from Jeffrey Chandler. I believe he's from California. This is Starscapes. This is from early 80s, I believe. 1980. Elysium Horizon, Iris, Celestial Divine, Polaris, Stellar Solitude, and Penumbra. Each side runs about 26-27 minutes. Just absolutely deep, beautiful space, progressive. It's on a very small indie record label called Unity. I highly recommend this one too. Another great of incredible synthesizer music. Just absolutely incredible. These were all heard on Hearts of Space. This is Michael Amerlin. He goes by just Amerlin, and this is Ascendances. I believe this is from the mid-80s. Pretty sure it's from the mid-80s. And it's on the Celeste Arc label. And another classic, perhaps for this particular time period. This is probably my favorite album by Harold Budd and Brian Eno as a duo. And they're joined by Daniel Lanois. This is The Pearl. Let's see, this one here is from '84. Oh man, this is a good one. Very spacey, electronics, just full of atmosphere, and they do an excellent job at evoking the sound of autumn, as everything's just, you know, going to sleep. It has a very cool, wet, foggy sound to it. Just incredible. And it's on the Editions EG label. So that's my second installment of Prog Space. Take care, everybody.